And I am going to be doing a story time while I'm getting ready for my appointment today. So, from the previous video, you could tell that a lot has been going on because my video hasn't been posted like I said it was going to. I wanted to post it in June and it didn't happen. It got posted at the end of July. I've been having to deal with a lot of health stuff. It caused me to have to quit my job. I'm now looking for something remote or part-time that's not as physical because my body cannot handle stress. If you understand gastroparesis, there's a lot that goes on with it, and a lot of physical and mental stress really does a lot on the body. I absolutely loved working as a child educator, but being sick and having a lot of flare-ups was not an ideal thing for me to have to deal with. But that's not why we're here. We're not talking about my health. We're here to talk about my first Pride Fest. So this year, now I guess we'll go back to when I was like 11. I knew that there was something different about myself, and I hope my family, you know what, every family is different, and I am going to keep the comments on this video because I have a lot of people that are from the LGBTQ community like myself that follow, and everybody has different experience when it comes to their coming out situation. Now, I was 11, and back in the time that I was 11, that would have been the early 2000s, so like 2006, 2007, being homosexual of any kind, any difference, I'm still kind of learning the terms, so if I use the wrong term or anything, I apologize. It was just starting to come out, so it wasn't looked great upon for anybody still publicly. So I don't know if nowadays, if my parents were to act differently. I don't think my mom and my stepdad would. I think my dad and my stepmom might, maybe. My dad, I think, would, 100%. I'm not sure about my stepmom. I know for a fact that my mom and stepdad wouldn't. But when I was 11, I knew that I liked both men and women, and it made me confused. And at that time, I was growing a really strong relationship with my stepmom, and I said something to her that I think I like girls and boys, and let's say it did not end well. There was a big family meeting. I wasn't allowed to hang out with certain girls anymore. Alone. I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers anymore. For a while, until I could tell my parents that I wasn't bisexual. And I feel like that really fucked me up, as a child. That's when I started self-harming, and which is a whole nother story. And I also had a lot of depression and anxiety issues around that time too. I think I always had anxiety issues just because of our upbringing. I mean, it wasn't the traditional upbringing. My parents had divorced when I was little. We had 4 parents. Like, I had 4 parents, and I feel like I was blessed being able to say that I have 4 parents. I love my parents to death, and that's why I don't like talking about this, like, because I feel like it's talking bad about my parents, but I also feel like telling people my side and like what my brain was going through as somebody like this. Yeah. So this past year I was having a little bit of like identity issue with myself. Not like, I know I identify as female, but like I, like, throughout high school, like, I dated guys and girls. Didn't matter. Like, I didn't have, like, a particular, like, set on attraction, if that made sense. Like, my nose ring is, like, itching. The inside of my nose. I dated any race. I dated any gender. Whether masculine, feminine, like, I didn't have, like, didn't see that. So I, like, granted, like, I stopped, like, actually, like, dating because my husband and I met each other when I was 14 like, I was, like, a couple months away from turning 15, and I've been with him my entire, I'm still with him, obviously. I still, like, always thought of, like, am I still attracted, to women? Like, if something were to happen, like, I pray to God nothing will happen because I feel like he is my soulmate. But, like, we run this server, and people do ask the question. People do ask those questions, and I feel like even if you're in a straight relationship, people still ask straight men and, like, and straight women and whatever, like, do they like men or women, or non-binaries or whatever. And I really was thinking to myself this past year after this, and I didn't know if I was demisexual or if I was pansexual. And then I started looking into it more, and I felt like I identified as pansexual. And if you don't know what that is, it is somebody who is attracted to a person's personality. You don't care about their gender. Basically, that's what it comes down to. And I feel like that's the type of person I am. So it took a lot for me to, like, be out there and be proud of myself for being able to identify that. So this past June, we held a big survey event, and I worked really hard on trying to, like, make it for everybody on our server. I'm just trying to think of what I'm doing next. Yeah, there was some negative stuff, but I didn't, like, I kind of was prepped for that. And then we decided, I decided, my husband was very supportive, and so was our friend who came along with, and then I met other friends there, to go to our county's Pride Fest. And I've never been to Pride Fest before, obviously. I grew up Christian. I still am Christian. For anybody that's gonna start bashing Christians, in the Bible, it says that God and Jesus are the ones who are to judge based off of sin. Everybody sins. Once we are born, we sin, no matter what. So if they believe that loving whoever we love is a sin, then doing certain other things that I'm not going to mention are sins too, like whether it's you know, I'm not, that's all I'm gonna say. I look like a hot mess. So I just had to get that out there because this is leading to this. I get ready, I do my pride makeup, I'm really excited, I've never been to this before. I was getting ready to take photos, do some videos because I've never been to a drag performance before and that was so fun. I met my friend that I met there, she brought her kids and she introduced me to one of the drag performers. They went to school together and I thought that was pretty cool. I tried contributing around to other stuff, and then at the time there was the Roe versus Wade thing going on, so they had the walk was planned for the following day, so they were advertising that, and then there was food trucks. So there's like a lot of stuff going on and I thought that was really fun. It was so cool seeing the young children with the capes on. I know a lot of people like think that like, which I was kind of baffled because like I never thought of this with a pride. I don't know if it's because I live in Wisconsin and it's usually like chilly up here, but like I guess people think that like Pride Fest or Pride Day is like all about like people having like sex with each other and like dressing sexually and whatever, and like I don't think anybody like showed any sort of skin. Like even the performers, like we had different kind of performers, whether it be drag or like singers and stuff like that. I don't think anybody had like any slightest skin. There were some women and men that wore like, and I shouldn't say women and men. There's people that wore like crop tops and shorts. I mean, that's probably like the most skin you got. I don't even think anybody showed up in a swimsuit. I mean, and it was raining out, like it would, I don't know. I don't know, I was watching some YouTube videos on people that think stuff like that, but whatever. Anyways, I thought that was cool. And seeing the kids, like, getting so excited to hand the tips over to the drag queens, it was cute. It was adorable. Oh, by the way, I slept in my hair. I'm taking it out. That's why it looks like a mess. My hair is not gonna look like this all day. So, getting back. We parked. So, we showed up late because my husband had to work. So, we showed up 2 hours late. So, of course, parking was pretty limited. So, we had to park a couple blocks away. And my makeup, you wouldn't have noticed it unless you were like really close to me, and I wore shorts, a crop top with a cardigan because it was chilly out, so you couldn't like tell that I was going to this event. My husband and his friend dressed up like normal t-shirt, jeans. They didn't like dress up like promoting, like, if that makes sense, like we're going to this event. That's just how they are. They wear the t-shirts and the pants all the time. And we carried umbrellas. They were sharing an umbrella. I had an umbrella. Because they haven't seen each other in forever. They both work separate shifts now at the same job, but they don't see each other at work anymore. So they were like catching up. They're under the same umbrella. I was walking ahead of them. We just got out of the car. I was walking ahead of them because I was like so excited that I wanted to like get there. And they were behind me. We literally just got out of the car and we were walking, and this lady pulls up to me and shouts, "Jesus loves you." And I'm sitting there like, first of all, she's in her car, so she can't like see my makeup. So I don't know if it's because my husband and his friend are sharing an umbrella. And like, I'm kind of like confused, and I'm like, I know, like, I'm a Christian, like, I know Jesus loves me, like, yeah, he should love me, like, thank you. And it was just awkward. And then she, like, because she pulled up into a parking lot. Then she backs off, and as she's about to drive away, she pulls up and she's like, "You're going to that Pride Festival, right?" And I'm like, "Well," I didn't say anything. And then my husband's friend chimes in, and he's like, he's 2 years older than me. But he is like, I feel like he's so clueless when it comes to certain things. And he had no idea what was going on. And my husband and I were like looking back and forth at each other like, what do we do? And he goes, "Yeah, we are." And I'm like, "Come on, dude, don't do this." Like, come on, we're on, like, we've got a couple blocks to go, like she doesn't need to know we're going there, like, this is not good. Like, I'm already, like, wanting to turn back and go home at this point, because, like, this is not good. And she goes, "I want you to put this rock somewhere along there so people know that Jesus loves them." And he's like, "Okay, thank you." And I'm like, "We're not putting that rock in there." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And then I looked at the rock, and it was saying, like, things like, it wasn't even, like, quotes from the Bible. It's one thing if it said, like, Psalm this. It was, like, made up quotes that people take, like, which really upsets me, saying that, like, saying stuff like, I don't know, it was just very opinionated. It wasn't, I just looked at it and I just saw that it said something like, God made us in our creation, which is in the Bible. I'm not saying it's not, but it was like, it said something, God made us in our creation, which means man and woman are something along the lines that men, like a man and man can't be together and a woman can't be together. It was like, it was homophobic. It's very homophobic. And I was like, yeah, this is that. I'm not putting this in there. I'm going to this to support myself and other people. I am not going in there. Like, I already feel like crap, like, already. And, like, it was, like, the worst feeling ever. And I've never had to deal with something like that before. And the first thing he goes is like, "Well, let's get rid of it." So he threw it down a sewer drain. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, this guy is from the rural area, so he has no idea, like, what the city's like. But, I want to do this real quick and come back. Okay, yeah, so we weren't even, like, I literally wasn't that, like, I mean, you could see the festival from where we were, but, like, there was no way this person knew we were going to the festival. Like, that's what really upset me, that, like, they somehow, like, assumed we were going, and I don't know how, and, like, I don't know if it's because we were young, if it was because, like, my husband was there, if she had, like, over 20/20 vision and she could see my makeup. Like, there's no way she would have known. Like, no way at all. So that's, like, I just want to know, like, why people think they have to express their opinions like that. Like, it's not right. And it's not right in the sense of, like, you can agree to disagree. If you don't like it, then don't like it. But you don't need to tell the world that you don't like it. Like, I feel like the reason why Pride is the way it is because there is no equality in this world. It's not 100%. I feel like once it's 100%, it won't be, I don't know how to, it will be more normal, like, normal to see. And I hope it gets that way. I really do. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I learned, because my eyes are pretty, like, hooded-ish, there's, like, this way to do your eyeliner where you, like, kind of, like, start down here. I don't know if you guys can even see me when I bend over like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on, curl my lashes, put some mascara on, and I will be right back. This is my final look. My hair didn't turn out the way I wanted to. It's a little bit flat up here, and I even put in some dry shampoo. So, I don't know. But, enjoyed, actually. I don't know if you'll enjoy or not the video, but I hope you guys stayed till the end. If you can, please give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.